Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of A Dog's Soul. I'm Anita, I'm a professional dog trainer and behavior consultant, and I'm your host. And today it's gonna be a short one, but it's so important. This is about bravery. So stay tuned and have fun. So what's bravery and why is it important? To start, bravery is not the absence of fear. It's when you conquer your fears. So I'm sure you will relate to this because we all have our fears and we're all afraid of something, and our dogs are too. So what our dogs are experiencing is the same we experience with our fears, whatever they might be. And I chose this topic today because I experienced some, let's call it fear. And I thought so many people don't really appreciate what a dog has to overcome in his life. And many dogs don't really get help with their fears. And so I thought I'd just share this. I've always been a very, very shy person, and doing things alone was always tricky for me. A few years back, I couldn't even drive. I just couldn't. I was just petrified. And today, I decided to go to the gym alone. I've done this before, but it was horrible. So at the first time I did it, I decided never do it again. And today, I thought about conquering this fear because you don't always have a buddy to go with you, and it was just convenient today, so I chose to go alone, and it actually felt great. But as soon as I've decided to go alone, everything went crazy. So I was nervous like hell. I just couldn't concentrate on studying, and I have 2 exams this week, so it was really important, but I just couldn't. I was so nervous. And then I got in the car and I was so nervous again. And as I got to the gym, my heart was just racing. And then I realized nobody cares. Nothing's happening, and I actually can do my workout and just feel the same as I always do. And I even started studying between the sets. So there was some level of anxiety, but it wasn't a lot of fear. And that's exactly the important part of this experience. Because so often we get told that we should just ignore our fearful dogs. And as soon as they get anxious, we just are not allowed to support them or just be there for them. We have to ignore that because otherwise we would reinforce fearful behavior. What is absolutely not true. Because whenever you're scared of something, if there is someone beside you holding your hand, telling you, look, it's okay, I'm with you and you will get through this, it's easier. But it's also important how you're experiencing this. If you are so close to something you're scared of, or if there is a situation where you are just overwhelmed with fear, you will not get through it coming out feeling better about it. You will just come out feeling worse about it because you were helpless and you felt just awful the whole time. And that's the tricky part. We have to provide our dogs with experiences they can actually handle. So if your dog's afraid of something or fearful in a situation, then you have to create a situation similar to that, but in a very low intensity. So your dog can actually think and assess the situation and realize that he can deal with it. It's okay. And then he will come out feeling better about it. If you just put your dog in a situation where he's afraid and he can't do anything about it and he's just petrified, he won't feel any better after it. So be very careful about how you create these situations and how you choose the intensity of it and things like that. That's very important. And of course, to be brave, a dog needs self-confidence. Only a confident dog can show bravery. Because if your dog's not even sure he can do anything because he has so low self-esteem, he will not be able to be brave in certain situations where there is anxiety involved. So whenever you see your dog fearful and a little scared of something, try to assess the situation. See if you can make it easier for your dog. See if you can provide your dog with some strategies he can use to get out of the situation feeling better. And never put your dog in a situation where he's petrified. He won't learn anything from that, except he can't trust you. And also, please, please, never ignore your dog when he's scared. Never. It's making it worse. Your dog will see that he can't rely on you for social support, and that's nothing you want in a relationship, no matter with whom. So just don't. And if you see your dog petrified in a situation you can't change, because maybe it's a thunderstorm out or hurricane warning or whatever it is for your dog, then just be there with him. If your dog chooses to sit in a bathroom and under a cupboard or something like that, sit next to him. Be with him. Be there for him. Don't pity him, but just be there with him. Give him social support and get through it together. You can start training after that. And if you want your dog to be brave in a situation and you want to build up his confidence first, then start rewarding him for stuff. It's so easy. It's just if you start focusing on things you like about your dog, and there are things you like about your dog, otherwise you wouldn't live with him, and you just praise him for that, his confidence will go through the roof. And no worries, it's not bad to have a confident dog, it's the opposite. Because a confident dog can have a lot more fun and he can be brave in situations where he's a little afraid, and he can just live a happy life with you by his side as his friend and companion. If you have any questions about that, if you have a certain situation where you're unsure how to react or how to get your dog through it, write me an email, write me a WhatsApp. I'm happy to help however I can. And if you want something special discussed in the show, you can also write to me. I'll be happy to include it. Otherwise, I'll also be very happy to know what you think about it. And I think that's about it for today. So have a nice week with your dog with a lot of praise, and start being brave, start experiencing that feeling yourself, conquer your fears, and help your dog conquer his. Have fun, and until next time, bye!